Well, the U.S. is hitting a vaccination milestone today with half of American adults now fully vaccinated.
With the holiday weekend approaching, many will be gathering with friends and family, and some of them will be mask-free. UW Health's Dr. Matt Anderson joins us today. Hi, Dr. Anderson. Welcome to Live at 4.
Thanks for having me.
Good to see you. So everybody, this is the unofficial start of summer. People will be gathering with friends and family. Is it okay to ask your guests if they've been vaccinated?
Yeah, I think the key thing over the weekend is going to make sure and be that for people who are unvaccinated and, having that conversation, outdoor activities are going to be the safest thing to do. Indoor activities being masked, but really, hopefully we'll have a great weather forecast and we'll be able to get outside and do those things for those individuals who are in that situation.
So if you're outside, it's pretty safe to be with people close.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that, unless you're in really tight, dense, areas, which most of these parties are not necessarily going to be, outside is a relatively safe activity. And so we definitely encourage people who aren't vaccinated to really strongly consider that, but it's pretty safe at this point.
What if people in your party include unvaccinated people, like families with children under 12 who aren't able to get vaccinated yet? Should you be wearing masks when you're in mixed company?
Certainly that would be the case indoors. I think outdoors where you can distance and the kids can be out doing things, like a slower risk situation, I think that affords some extra opportunities to be more normal, so to speak. But indoors, absolutely, unvaccinated individuals or interacting with unvaccinated individuals, the ideal scenario there, especially where you're mixing multiple families, would be to wear a mask.
Let's talk about the vaccination rate. The U.S. now at 50% of people fully vaccinated. How significant is that?
I think it's huge. I think we're seeing that in Dane County now, reaping the fruit of our labor from vaccinations. You see the case counts going down. That protects those people who have been vaccinated, but it also protects those who aren't immune or haven't been vaccinated at the same time. So it's a great threshold. Hopefully we're going to keep going and see that get even better.
If a fully vaccinated person is exposed to a variant, will they still show symptoms? We're hearing from several people who have been fully vaccinated 2 weeks out from their second shot and then have tested positive for COVID. And one emailed us just recently and said she lost her taste and smell. So why is that happening if people are fully vaccinated?
We've always had the knowledge that we're going to be some small number of breakthrough cases. We saw that in the trials. We've seen that certainly in practice. So the vaccines are not 100% effective. They're highly effective and they're very, very good at preventing severe illness. But we know that in some cases, people are having breakthrough infections and that they may have some symptoms or they may not have symptoms. And we know that the asymptomatic cases occur as well.
So are they contagious to other people?
Potentially, yes. I think that's one of the risk benefits, going forward. And that's why, as you think about who you're interacting with and that they're around unvaccinated individuals, there's not a zero risk scenario there. So it really gets down to practicalities, understanding what the risk benefits are and who you're interacting with.
Moderna announced today that its COVID, they're applying for emergency use authorization for their vaccine for children under 12. How significant would that be, do you think?
I think it's really helpful. I think we're in a pretty good supply situation compared to the demand that we have right now. But when you think about having redundancy in the number of vaccines available and a supply standpoint going forward, I think it's obviously very positive. So really excited about that and the opportunity to have more options as far as supply.
We hear about the herd immunity all the time. Is that going to be a reality at some point?
I think that what we're going to see is we're going to hopefully see continued increase percentages on vaccinations, which is going to reduce our counts in cases and spread. So herd immunity is never going to be like an on-off switch. So I think we're going to see a gradual progression, and I hope that we get there. I'm optimistic that we can, but it's going to require continuing to vaccinate people and getting those younger age populations vaccinated in the future as well.
The mask mandate here in Dane County won't end until June 2nd, but what is your best guidance for people as we head into this holiday weekend, vaccinated or not?
I think hopefully people are being, smart and thinking about what their risk is, who are they with, and so on and so forth. We are getting much closer to being back more towards normal. Case counts are down. I think that's really encouraging for us. So I think more than anything, I think it's just knowing the situation and the surroundings, understanding that there's no zero risk situation, but there are many situations interacting with only vaccinated people, being outside in mixed company and such. That really are safe, and hopefully people can really enjoy that time and be together.
Yep. Be safe and careful, but enjoy the holiday as well. Doctor, thanks for being with us today.
Thank you, Dr. Anderson. We appreciate your time.
Thank you.